The next morning, as we left to take the long journey back up north, I felt a sort of relief that we were leaving. I needed time to think. As the doubts had begun to creep in, I had become tense and anxious, and now, as we drove further away from Kevin, I felt myself relax.
"Maria?"
Claire whispered in the car.
"All weekend you've hardly said a word. Are you all right? You seemed almost scared of Kevin sometimes."
I shrugged. I wasn't scared of him, but I wasn't sure who he was. Emily reported what she'd seen in the back of the minibus to her dad. Kevin was in trouble. He had to go before the local leaders and confess his sins and ask for forgiveness. Trouble was waiting for us back home, too. Kevin's local leader had told our local leader. I was called to speak to the elders. I explained that I hadn't done anything. "But," one of them asked me, "if that was the case, why didn't you tell him to stop?" No matter what I said, in our local leader's eyes I'd encouraged it and enjoyed it. According to him, I'd let him down badly, and he was ashamed that one of his brethren had sinned in such a way. The only way to get out of this situation was to say I was sorry and promise never to do it again. It wasn't worth an argument. The leader was always right. Later, Kevin told me he'd thought I would drop him right there and then. Maybe I should have done, but it took weeks for me to stop and consider if what I was doing was what I wanted. It was only 4 weeks from my wedding day when I finally broke down to my parents and told them that I didn't think I should marry Kevin. At first they were shocked, but then they assured me that it was quite normal to have those thoughts and doubts as we approached marriage. It was just nerves. Mum suggested that I should speak with my older sister, Deb, and her husband, Cecil, as Deb had had the same doubts when she was getting married. Deb and Cecil said all the same things, that it was quite normal to have doubts, but everything would be fine, and everyone was looking forward to the wedding day. Mum told me again that she was sure that me marrying Kevin was the Lord's will. I told myself that Kevin was a good person. Of course he was a good person. He was one of the brethren. Brethren trusted each other. I told myself that once I was married, I would be more relaxed in his company and would come back to myself.